sports. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Houston Texans. Welcome, everybody, again alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and CD, we've got an interesting test here today. One of the league's best passing games and one of the best pass defenses set to square up and see who can perform better in a high-profile matchup.
And you and I talk about all the time how fortunate we are to be in this position, to be around these types of games. And as jacked up as these fans are, how about these two teams? They've been looking forward to testing themselves against what is considered the best on the other side. This is going to be a lot of fun, a very exciting battle headed our way.
And we are underway from Houston. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Right back to Singletary on second down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Allen on third. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
The Bills send the punter out. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So here come the Texans now for their first drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll try the left side. Landry. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Now back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Texans first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. The Texans at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The numbers for him from a week ago. 8 catches, 88 yards.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to...
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
When they needed a play this year, he certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season is going on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Texans are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down. But they're set up well now. First and goal at the 1.
First and goal at the 1.
Back to throw again. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, surprise, surprise. First and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decided to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Up the middle they go. Landry, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
They'll look to throw here. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Bills are going to get the football back. But clearly that was a design play. I just don't know that it was the right design. I mean, your holder to have him pick it up and kind of be the power guy trying to run through the middle. Everything has to go right for that to work.
You mean you weren't relying on just great blocking to get him through? You kind of think maybe he can help make his own way if he's an actual running back instead of the holder? Yeah, I thought the same thing.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
On play action, Allen. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. Now Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Allen to throw once more. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game. It's certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And taken right on the 30. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Texans will take over.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. Back to throw here. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield. 4 he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Now a give, right side. Landry. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll drop to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's now 3-0 Texans.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. To the air, Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 3 catches, 57 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. Here's Allen to throw it.
He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. To throw, it's Allen. Over the middle, it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Now then, after the sack, will be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Here's Allen. Wide open receiver, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Texans. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Bills ready to take over.
Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Singletary to get the drive started. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Had a nice move, but couldn't free much space. From the 17, Allen. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of the first as that leads to 4th down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
The Bills send the punter out, standing just outside his own goal line. And he'll take it just outside the 40. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston.
And this drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second and 4. And he whips that one incomplete there. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Page, and this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On second down, Landry, and just a couple yards there down to the 17. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line.
A time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense back out ready to go.
They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. On play action, Allen. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Touchdown, Bills. A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
And that'll make it 13-7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here are the Texans to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Second and 3. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Page.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And this one taken in on the right.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So that challenge, a successful one.
They'll look to throw again. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Here we go on fourth down. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Page. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And now it's a two-score game at 9, 16-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Throwing on first down is Allen. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Being chased out left. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Allen.
Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out in the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend. Well, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in the kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From Chicago, we head north to the home of their rivals as we check on the Packers at home in Lambeau. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Aaron Jones, a touchdown run in the victory. And one more to highlight, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cleveland Browns. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Buffalo in that first half. And despite the fact that they're down on the scoreboard, they were able to have some success throwing the football in that opening half. And meanwhile, for the Texans, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Texans are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Houston set to take over. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, they'll throw.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Pretty good location there on that throw.
It really was, wasn't it? That was likely one where the receiver was either going to catch it or no one. Really good decision. And, boy, what a catch and move right there.
And a tough spot to get it over the middle. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got him in, complete. A huge play there for Houston. 71 yards.
CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Back to throw again.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go. Landry. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
He'll drop to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over.
A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Problems there on the option and a costly turnover.
Yeah, partner, you know, we watch practice sometimes and we see those drills where the quarterback's running with the football and they're swinging pads at him and the brooms are out and they're trying to poke at the football for ball security. I have a feeling next week there'll be an extra session of that each and every day.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Now Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's Logan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. To throw again on second down. Allen under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a third and long.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Now Allen.
He's got him in, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Allen to throw it.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Allen. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now Allen again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs.
And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
First down, Bills.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, and that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Brandon Ayuk.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Bills are back within a score.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack in the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And this is back to a 5-point game. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Page. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Back to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. The 20.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Landry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. This will be caught at about the 6. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. From 4 yards out.
And the Texans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Throwing on second and long. Allen.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
The Bills on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be third and forever.
And he'll get this underneath to Singletary.
And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Oh, able to avoid him. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over first and 10. And now out comes Houston. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Second and 2. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They go play action here on first down.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
On third down, Landry. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second.
They'll try the left side. Landry, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Right back to him on 1st down. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. This one now, Charles, you'd have to think all but over.
I would agree with that because this offensive line, they've been physical from the first snap of the game, and it's taken a toll on this defense. And it was never more evident than on that play right there. They continue to move the line of scrimmage forward, and they open up enough space there to get their guy into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
And here come the Bills.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And the Texans set to come onto the field.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Up the middle they go. Landry. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. That's to the sideline and complete. A nifty job to make the catch, but the throw took him right out of bounds.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
And that is no good. Ah, hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and that'll keep this a 19-point game. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
2nd and 8.
Here's Allen. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
So at that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 61 yards.
And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Bills 21.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On first down, Landry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, then you stop that clock. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a handoff up the middle. Landry. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
59 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
So this one in the win column for the Texans, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their second-year quarterback.
Yeah, this was a clinic in how to throw the football. Somehow, he wound up throwing 2 touchdown passes despite throwing for over 400 yards. But his impact, it loomed large in this one.
So for Houston, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.